Where are we going?
Where do you
Looks like we're getting something here.
Yes, definitely I'm getting something. My new friend. She's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
I noticed her fabric first, and then I saw her, and I was like, wow, she's beautiful.
Look at all the details.
So that's something.
Yeah. Wonder where she's from.
I'm not really sure. I gotta get a shelf.
An
for
extension?
all my fashion friends
Yeah.
from different cultures and ethnicities.
What else did you find there, Heather?
Well, I found this. It's a little dress. I think it's quite cute.
Pretty, yeah, it is.
I'm not sure how it'll look on me, but it looks very summery. It feels really comfortable. We'll see. We'll see. I thought I'll just try it for fun. I just wanted to show you this, but I don't think I'm necessarily going to get it. I do like it, but I think it will fit me.
That's beautiful, though.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
And I think it kind of zips up in the back, which is, I mean, I'd probably want to wear it then with this at the front, you know. It's quite pretty though, so it doesn't look well, doesn't it?
Oh, that's gorgeous.
You like it?
It's funny how when you put it on,
Yeah. Actually,
it just lights you up. I love it.
I'll have to look in the mirror. Put it away. This is just a little, I just thought as a layering piece, it's kind of cute.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Dave, you look great. Love this outfit. Are you comfortable?
Oh, yeah. Hey, check these out. So these are usually like really expensive.
Is it leather?
It's a one of those motocross bike jackets.
Okay.
Kawasaki.
Oh,
But look
okay.
at the detail on it. But
Yeah.
this with our discount, this would be like $20.
Wow.
So it's funny. Ask me. Do you like it?
Do you like it? Okay, Dave, do you like it? I'll play along.
Yeah. It might be a little big. It's an extra large.
It's very interesting. Very. I could really see it. Would you paint on that?
Oh, I would love to style this out.
Yeah, it is kind of neat.
Isn't
Intriguing.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's a different shape.
I love that form. Yeah. So cool. Look at the detail on it.
Yeah, it is. It's
Isn't that
neat.
awesome?
Yeah. Speed Quest. Or Queet or something.
Back into my biking days.
There you go.
So I'm gonna show you one other thing.
Okay.
What do you think of this bag? It's all leather.
I love that.
Do you like that?
That's really neat. That's a nice tote.
Yeah, $3.
This would be actually a really fun one to style up with a little Beetlejuice.
Oh wow, yeah.
There it goes. A lot of fun.
Huh.
Like, should we kind of layer that and make it more like a little less 80s and a little more modern? Almost a little like the Zimmerman thinking layer of other sheer pieces.
It's such a pretty color.
Yeah, I think it's too. And you can kind of tone it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Make it more of that kind of blushy.
Ooh,
This is an April Cornell.
April Canal.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's quite pretty though, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if it's me, but I think it's very pretty and it's so comfy. This one I got. It says Baines Velvet or Velour.
Oh, it feels
It's
amazing.
just different though, isn't
Yeah.
it? The colors and kind of muted.
Is that not gorgeous?
I know. That's what I mean. Like, even if you didn't like it the way it is, I mean, to upcycle this, imagine. Turn it into something completely different.
I just can't believe the detail work.
Just kind of keep it as a top and
Yeah.
take the excess fabric and do something really magical with the sleeves.
They're all beads, guys. That's just beautiful. Oh, the detail work.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's $6.99.
$6.99 and yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it's homemade. And look at
You know
that.
what? I'm thinking about take this and do what I just said. What do you think?
Oh, Heather, hold it up to you. Yeah, see, you can do something with that. You know what? I think I could.
Well, I do too.
I think it would fit me.
Yeah, I do too.
Wow.
It's viscose.
Viscose?
Yeah, but it's very,
Wow.
feels kind of fragile. I know there's a little hole.
What's the brand?
Scarlet?
Wow. It's very pretty.
Look at the colors in it. So pretty. Well, it has all the buttons too, I think.
Yeah, she's growing on me.
Isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I always love it first sight for me.
Wow, Heather. Yeah.
Sure when it's from. Sometimes I find it hard to know.
Oh, it's a beautiful print.
But the colors in it I thought were kind of pretty too.
Oh, the colors are gorgeous. Yeah.
I just think it's different. But anyway,
And the buttons.
I'm not sure about the length of it though.
It's another homemade.
But it is pretty. Yeah. It's a Windsor dress. Remember the one that I got from like, it looked like from the 60s?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. I think it might be just a little too small.
It's fun the way it opens up.
Yeah, it could be like just a piece to put over something.
Wow.
I don't think it's going to be for me, do you?
Talk about finding vintage though, eh?
It was just a little bit. I mean, maybe take it in. I don't know if the actual pattern is good on me either. But I do like it. It's really pretty. I love this era. That's nice, Dave. Really cool. And the lapel is wool. It's got this wool panel.
Well, leather mix.
Yeah. Really unique,
We'll
isn't
get
it?
it, but I just wanted to show you.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm kind of in the same boat. When you have so many good things, I
Yeah. Jason Wu.
yeah, I
China?
don't know. In China, I don't know.
Anyhow,
Or
it's
even if it's very old, I don't really know.
I don't know.
But probably not all that old.
No.
But it is beautiful. I love the color, and of course it's velvet.
I just love that color. Love it. Yeah, that's a fun piece.
I think so too. I think I have quite a few things that will go with it.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Hi guys. This is another gorgeous day. I can't remember the name of the country that this was from. Anyone have any ideas?
Someone did tell us,
Oh,
and I can't remember.
and we looked it up and remembered at the time and then forgot. But this is, I just love the pattern. I don't know if it's Guatemalan or Mexican. I'm not sure. Is it the Netherlands? I'm not sure. Scandinavian?
It's really nice.
I love it. And I love this. These are painted jeans, and this is fun, like just fading out different colors on the jeans. But it kind of I find these jeans are kind of a go-to because the light colors that I have on them, it really goes with a lot of pieces. So it's fun. But anyhow, the other day, Heather and I got very lucky. We got this antique mannequin, and it has various sizes that it adjusts to, which is very exciting because what we wanted to do for a long time is to be able to style up and upcycle clothing for all sizes, because we understand that we are all different sizes, and sometimes what works for one doesn't work for another. So our goal in the future videos is to be able to actually style up and upcycle more pieces that will fit your size. And this mannequin's kind of a start for that. So we're very excited. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, super perfecta.
Made in England. I wonder if anyone has any ideas. Love to know how,
Products limited.
when it was made.
Yeah. It's so unique.
Yeah, on a wooden
I mean,
stand.
it's just an art form by itself. Really.
Yeah.
It's very light to maneuver. But you can see how you could kind of adjust it. It kind of comes out and you kind of undo the ties.
Yeah. Fun.
It is. Just of this detail on this shirt, the embroidery. The colors.
It's fantastic, and it's all cotton. It is phenomenal.
Great look,
So
Dave. I would totally wear this. I love it. So this is the red slip that I recently thrifted. I thrifted both of these, I think the same day, didn't I? Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Different stores, but the same day. This one, it has this detail along on the bust that is just really intriguing. So I do think it is vintage. I can't remember if there was a tag or not, but I love it. It's very, like, I would like to layer it, but it is very unforgiving as far as you can see everything through it, right?
Right.
So it kind of makes it hard to layer underneath it, but
Well, it depends what look you're looking for.
that's true too. And I mean, I could kind of cinch it up, and because you have this, deep slit there, it's
Yeah.
just fun.
Well, you don't
even by
usually-
itself.
You don't usually find slip dresses too often that are gorgeous, right?
No, well, it's funny though. I have actually been finding more lingerie lately.
Lately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like vintage lingerie too.
Oh,
So, and sometimes I have had a bit of a challenge knowing how to wear it so it doesn't look like a nightgown.
yeah.
But I do find adding jeans, like especially with this red color, I like the look together. And I added these boots, although I'm not sure about the color. I did like the way they looked with it. I could have gone maybe with a darker boot, I'm not sure.
Oh, I do like it.
Do you?
Yeah. This is wonderful, Heather.
Thank you.
So what do you have in the mannequin?
So this is another slip dress, and this is a kind of a different look, although it's red. It has this kind of shiny, but then it has this asymmetrical kind of, almost like a handkerchief look. I can see there's a few little pulls, but it is vintage as well. And I mean, I think just putting another slip underneath it would be really cute. Actually, maybe putting this one underneath that one would be cute.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll show you the back of it. I'll put down my coffee. I'll have a sip first. A little caffeine.
You know what? I'm already realizing and appreciating the value of this mannequin because it's see-through.
Mm-hmm.
You can really get a good look at.
Well, when
The imagery.
when the material is see-through, it's
Yeah.
quite neat.
Yeah, that's really something.
And then if I just go like this,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
it has this back to it.
Oh, I do like that.
So really, I mean, could you wear that as a cover-up? It'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, I think so. It's got so much character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. And just some, like maybe, I don't know, would you do just a little flat or like a little sandal? A strappy sandal? Or would you go with a chunky boot? I don't know. This is the little crewel work kit that I got. It says actually 1978 on the bottom of it. Erica Wilson.
And you've already got a lot of the work done.
Well, it's fun. Yeah, it
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah. That's cool, Heather. That's gorgeous, Heather.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
I kind of had different ideas when I put this on the mannequin. At first I thought, well, wouldn't it be pretty to have a ruffle on the bottom? And I thought about kind of cutting it here and then taking this material and kind of cutting it into smaller strips and making them into ruffles and stacking them kind of and having them on this material. But then you were talking with me and it would kind of be heavy and I think it would end up looking funny at the end. So as I got looking at it, I really just kind of like it as is. And I think just adding accessories to it is really, and maybe just layering. I mean, I could kind of, put a slip that has a ruffle underneath it and kind of cinch this up,
Yeah.
That kind of idea. Because really it's the sleeves and everything that I think I just love. But I do like this detail, and I love the lace work in it.
I love the detail. It's really something.
And I have a blush lace slip that I think would be pretty underneath it.
And to think 3 of those pieces were $10.
Yeah. So I love this piece. I like the color of it. I do like it, the color. I love this soft pink. And I love the collar, the detail, the way it's pleated. And then we have these pleats coming down from this kind of loop.
Yeah, I love the details.
Yeah, I do too.
And then all the buttons going down.
And of course, we just have the one pocket on one side. It's funny that they did that.
Yeah.
Why not 2 pockets? Why one?
Oh.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah. This is a classic example of when you go to look for something at a thrift store. I found this in with scarves,
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
I love these sparkles.
All the detail. A mixture of, was it rayon and
I think it's actually
silk.
India.
Oh no.
Oh no, in China.
It's made in China.
Yeah.
And it's a mixture of
It's rayon and silk.
rayon and silk. Wow. And look at all the little beads.
And how they sparkle inside.
Yeah.
Gives you an idea though, right?
Wow. Yeah. That's gorgeous, eh?
Yeah. I love it. It's kind of like a tuxedo style, I guess.
Our daughter, I think, wanted to snatch this one.
She's always welcome to anything.
Yes.
When you have this much, we often say to each other, oh, I forgot I had this one.
Yeah.
So it really is like thrifting in our closet.
I love being a caretaker of awesome clothing, though.
I know.
It's such a nice feeling to be able to...
It's fun.
Yeah.
Have fun with it while you have it, and then pass it on to other people.
Yeah.
And give them ideas on how they could style it.
Well, that's it. Showing an appreciation. A lot of times people don't buy these things in stores, thrift stores, because they don't know how to style it.
Yeah, they think, or where would I wear that?
Or where would I wear it? But yeah.
But there are ways to make things look casual.
Yeah.
And I mean, even if you didn't feel comfortable in what I'm wearing, you can add jean shorts to it. I mean, jeans with red look great together.
Yeah, they sure do. Well, the
And I
cool
mean-
and the warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this just becomes a little layering piece, really,
Yeah.
instead of an actual dress.
Yeah.
So this is kind of more fall, winter as well. But, that's the thing about thrifting. You just kind of, it's not always in season.
Yeah.
You see a treasure, pick it up.
Yeah, because there'll always be another season.
That's right.
So when we find these, I guess they're like a wall hanging carpet type material. And you might remember seeing lots of these at one time. Just love the colors in this image. I love the image. The only thing I didn't care for was the holding the gun over here. But you know what we're just going to do is hide that part. But imagine being able to take this, and it doesn't have to be a wrap skirt, but there's so many options you can do with this amount of material to make some clothing. And what a great look. you know, to be able to get that A frame or A. I always call it an A frame because I always think of architecture.
The A line.
A line. The A line. But imagine being able to do that and be able to create something that you can wear with this. So we will show this in an upcoming video on how we'll do it.
Gorgeous colors.
Yes.
And you could add patches to it as well.
Yeah.
Because we've cut up other tapestries.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really something. But
you're onto something there, Dave.
anyhow, guys, we hope you're having a phenomenal day and can't wait to.
You're having lots of fun.
Yes.
And we love you.
We have a jumpsuit. Yeah, we're going to put Dolly on here. See what happens. I'm just going to use a soft pastel here to be able to draw out what I imagine is an image of Dolly. I'm not going to worry about being too particular. So when I start drawing something, basically I'm looking at an image. I try to just decide what, where, for example, if this is the top of the box I'm working, this is the bottom of the box, what am I looking for in this image? So I've used a formula called phi, which divides a line basically from 0 to 10. It divides it at 6, right around there. And it kind of finds what might be most pleasing to the eye, locations to put something. So when I'm creating this image, I like to create a focal point. So if I'm going 0, 10, 6, okay, right there. And I'm going to do the same thing going this way, 0, 10, 6, okay? So I'm basically finding that this spot right here is what I'd call is kind of a focal point. So what I'm going to use that for is the location for Dolly's jawline, okay? And so we're going to see how this goes. But right now I'm just kind of putting in a nice loose image, not worrying about too much detail. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that in like this. I'm going to go ahead and curve this around here. This is going to be her jawline. And I'm going to probably alter this quite a bit, okay, as you will be able to see when we go through this step. If I'm having this as the bottom of the jaw and this is the top of the image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing, 0, 10, 6, okay? And I can do that either way. I can go this direction or I can do it the other way, 0, 10, 6, okay? I'm going to use this one right here, and I'm actually going to use this as a marker for her eyes, okay? So I'm going to imagine her eyes being right there. I can do the same thing again, going 0, 10, 6, okay? And I'm going to use that as a marker. And you guys are going to find out, does this stuff really work? Is this actually meaningful to actually learn how to draw? If you were to draw with this kind of formula, you can see how it works with Dolly, okay? So now I have the bottom of the nose, okay? I imagine where that is. I imagine where the eyes are going to go. But then I've got the bottom of the nose and I've got her jawline here, bottom of her chin, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go 0, 10, 6. So I'm going to use that line there as her center of her lip line. So this is going to be the bottom lip will be below that line and her upper lip will be above it. And I'm just going to imagine where I'm going to have that lip, okay, in through there. It doesn't have to be exact. You're just basically drawing, just pretend you're a child, you're 3 years of age and you're just having fun with drawing, okay? But you're following some basic rules, okay? So it's amazing how you do this and things can all of a sudden start forming, okay? It's just amazing how this works. So I'm going to go ahead and imagine where I'm going to put in between the edge of her jawline and the edge of this image, which is on the tape line. I'm going to imagine where I want to put her hairline, okay? Dolly's got hair. Even today, Dolly's got lots of hair. I think she does anyhow. But, so this here, I'm just going to imagine where her neckline is going down, okay? I'm going to imagine what she's wearing, and I'm going to imagine her hairline going down the other side over here. And I'm going to decide where I want to put her shoulders, where they're going to come out, and I can alter these later, okay? So right now I'm just going to kind of picture this, and I'm going to draw it out like that. I love using this soft pastel because you can wash it off with a rag and, you know, damp water. It will come right off of this, but it washes out in the wash too. So you don't have to be too concerned with anything. So I think I'm going to like this look right here to start. Now we're going to start with the paints. Okay, so what are we going to paint with today? We're going to use a nice big 1.5 inch brush, and it's all mangled up, nice and beat up. And then I'm going to use a little bit smaller brush, maybe a 1/2 inch brush, and I've got another brush. Use whatever you got. That's the bottom line. It's all good, not too many rules, just have fun with it. And the only thing, if there is one rule, put the paint on thin when you start out, okay? So I'm going to just start out here, and I'm going to use let's see, I'll just go ahead and start with a nice big brush, and I'm going to just dip into a little bit of red and a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to get a little white, and I'm going to get a little light peach color here, and I'm just going to imagine a little bit of a skin tone right here. Okay, the reason I'm using such a big brush right now is because I don't want you to worry about the details when you're doing this. Just have fun with it. And so by taking this big brush and zigzagging back and forth, what I'm doing is I'm getting all the paint on thin, which is awesome. And I can just dip in. I just pull to the side a little bit of paint, my palette, and I'm just going to go down here, and I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to kind of poke at this, and I'm just going to kind of work my way up like that. I can actually dip into a little heavier amount of paint this time. I started out small. It's always good to start with small amounts of paint. And this might need a little more yellow. This is a little bit of a deeper peach. I just want to show you this. See how I'm just dotting that on? Just like that. It's pretty simple. And if you're saying right now it's not simple for me, it's simple as you want to make it. It really is. So I'm going to just go ahead and go around her chin here. Just going to use a little bit smaller of a brush. I'm zigzagging once again. And so what you're going to find is when you go into shadow areas when you're creating portraits, this is Basic Lessons 101 on painting portraits. A lot of times when you paint portraits, the shadow area is going to be the cool area. So the definition of cool is blue. So I'm just going to just show you this with the paint that I have in my brush, which is yellow, red, and white. I'll just mix it in with some blue. I'm just going to put a little bit of a shadow area just underneath the chin. Okay, that's going to separate the chin so I can see it separating from her neckline. But it's also going to be able to add that little bit of shadow in. So anywhere you're going to have a shadow, you can use blue, but you could also use purples, different colors. But like, let's just say Dolly's eye right here, right underneath, she's going to have a little of a shadow area. You can go ahead and put that in, okay, just like that. It's kind of cool to see this. Anywhere you just might want to have a little bit of a shadow area, even under the nose, just a little bit of a shadow area. And I'm just putting a very thin amount of paint. Because thin layers, when they're put on thin and then they dry in between layers, you'll find that it'll wash better in the washing machine. The paint will stay on the fabric. It won't crack off. So there is when you're using this type of paint, which is from a hardware store, believe it or not, it's why I use these paints is because they are waterproof. The exterior, their exterior paints and interior. They have UV inhibitors built in, so they are fade resistant over time. So if you're out in the sun, it's a wonderful thing. So these are little basic things that you learn about them, but they go on super thin, this paint. And that's what I love about it, is that it goes on real thin. It almost feels like a watered down paint. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a little bit more coloring for Dolly's face. And if it goes a little dark, it doesn't matter. This is just a base color. I'm just going to rub on a thin layer. See, like that? I love showing you guys real time when painting because, you know, a lot of people, they don't have the time or you don't have the patience to be able to spend a lot of time doing a project. if you are going to upcycle something. So to be able to just take, a couple hours and be able to do something that you can be pretty happy with. Smaller image like this one of Dolly. This is only maybe 16 inches by 16 inches wide. It's about 32 centimeters or so, I think. Kind of gives you an idea. But you see how I'm doing that. Now, the nose, I might want to just kind of use more of a plain white for now, just to really see where it is. So you can see where you drew out this basic outline. So I'm going to go a little deeper in up here. Not quite as light of a color. Dolly has light blonde hair in this image. So I'm going to make sure that the skin tone underneath it isn't going to be contrasting. If it's in the shadow area, it could have a little bit of blue in it. As I go up in here, I'll add a little blue to that leftover color. You see that? And I'll just rub on a little bit of this darker color, because her skin tone will be more in the shadow area, and that's what you're going to actually see. So I can go back to a big brush now, and I'm just going to take a real light color here. I'm going to get a little bit of yellow in it. I really want this to feel blonde, but I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling some of the color in where I want it. Now I'm going to switch brushes. I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to actually, for the first time, use this little 1/2 inch brush. I'm just going to kind of imagine where I'm going to have, just trying to get the paint on nice and thin, the outline for Dolly's hair. I'm going to go up here. This is so much fun, guys, to create this. And you don't have to worry if you make a mistake and you bring the hair out too wide. You can always change create a background color, okay, to be able to make it feel completely different. I'm just going to slowly bring out the hair, because I want to kind of try to leave the color of the pink in the background if I can. But I could always alter it. Now I have to decide what she is going to be having for shoulder color and where those shoulders are going to fall. I'm going to actually bring the hair down further, because I think that the shoulders are actually going to be kind of down here. I'm going to relocate them. So what color am I going to use for what she's wearing down here? Right now I'm just going to start with, I think I'm going to go back to one of my other brushes here. I'm going to use blue and red, and I'm going to make a real deep color. Now I have some lighter color in the brush, so it is going to lighten up a little. This is only what I call a base color, which means it's the first layer of color you put on. Your goal with your first layer is just to be able to cover in all the original color that was there, which is the pink. So we're just trying to get all that pink gone, because might be a little distracting if it was showing through. So this is how I'm doing this. Pretty simple. I'm going to go to the other side, not worrying about the colors matching perfectly, but it's amazing how dark of a color red and blue make when you just put a little bit of red into blue. If you do multiple layers of blue with a little bit of red into it, it'll appear black. And the difference being is when you create art with it, it will actually going to go down this way here. When you create art with it, it'll reflect light of color versus black, which is, it's very unappealing. And it depends what you're trying to create. If you're looking for a glam goth, then you might want your black made out of blue and red. If you want it to be a little more goth, just a little more scary, then you might want to use the black pigment. When you think of black pigment, I always say the same thing. It's just think of charred animal bones or lamp oil. Doesn't sound too appealing, does it? No. So, but beauty and color is just a wonderful thing. So when I'm creating, like, for example, spots on an animal, I'd never use black, because unless I wanted the animal to feel like it's going to attack you, then I would use pure black. But I love adding beauty into life. So there we go, guys. We have a first layer, and I don't really know what I'm doing from this point on, but I'm going to let it dry. See how it goes. I'm just taking some white and just a little tiny bit of yellow, and I'm just going to start pulling down. See how I'm just kind of getting a really thin, trying to get thin hairlines, just looking for the directional line, not making sure that I'm just doing a little bit at a time. And I'm just kind of starting to highlight, like even in here I might have kind of some of the hair coming across, just to make sure I get enough paint on my brush. I'm just trying to get the direction, whatever way it's flowing, and even in here. Okay, deciding on how far I'm going to come down onto into this area here. Not worried too much about overly detailed. This is only the second layer of paint, so.
And already it looks so good.
Thank you. It's fun to do, guys, and you're just going over the base color, and you're just going and looking for a little more details that you can add. The second layer makes it a lot more solid, and you're just kind of what I try to do is maybe a few strands here and there in the hair. I'll go and add. Love this idea of the star covering almost like a band, an eye patch. And yeah. I'm just starting to form like a little bit of the nose, a little bit of the mouth, and a little bit of the details on how much of the chest I want to show, and what type of outfit I'm doing. So we're just kind of picking at this, and on here I'm going to have a little bit of, see, this is how quick it goes.
It's such a great image of Dolly too.
Yeah. Yeah. And so this here I'm going to have a little bit of bling and sequins on her outfit. So I'm just kind of forming what I want on here and where the location's going to be. So I'm just adding little lines, and I'm going to place various sequins on here, but I'm just kind of getting an idea of how I want to place everything. And I'm not worried about any details right now. It's nice to do little bits here and there, because you always can change it as you go along and build how you want the outfit to look, how you want the hair to look. Like, for example, right in here, I think I'm going to have some of her hair coming down off of her jaw, and I'm going to have it swirl out like this, and I'm going to curve it back in here. And I'm not worried about the individual hairs right now. I'm just trying to get a general understanding of where I might want her hair kind of flowing through. That's going to be a really important thing, to kind of get that flow on how you want this to look. And this is definitely a different hairstyle for Dolly, and as she's gotten a little bit older now, I can't get over how gorgeous she looks, and just how she's such an inspiration in this world.
She sure is.
A kind soul.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I'm going to have fun with this and keep building on it, and we'll see how it comes out.
So far, it's excellent. Love it.
So that's after 2 layers of paint. And usually I do about 4 layers on a painting. So the next layer, I'm just going to use a fine brush and just try to define the hairs, define the lips, the eye, and a lot of the sequins, just the details, and just kind of reforming and adjusting Dolly to keep making her look more like her. So guys, you'll see this all done and how they're wearing it in the next video.
I got the Singer 431G Slant-O-Matic convertible, and it drives like a dream.
It does. This is I think it's from 1964, and my goodness, guys, you wouldn't believe it.
but you can kind of see how this is a very thick fabric, like the jean.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a cuff, right? And normally I would never, I would have used just hand sewing
Yeah.
for that. So you can just see how this, I'm going to demonstrate. Actually, I am making something too. And then I'm going slow because I'm a little, I guess I feel a little bit nervous. But you hear that though? It's kind of amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, this is just... So the interesting thing about this machine, the lady that owned it, she had it for 26 years and she never had one problem with it. Not once.
It's just me controlling the pedal.
Yeah.
It's got a funny little pedal actually.
But this is a dream machine. It is truly. We're so fortunate to find it.
Yeah, we really were.
And it was right in our neighborhood.
It's everything I wanted in a machine.
So guys, hands on if you ever do find one of these and you love to sew.
And it works, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all, you can kind of see the interior. I can show it to you here. But yeah. You see, it's all metal.
Everything's metal in this. It was the year before they started using plastics, and it changed everything. But I guess back then, this was made in Germany, and this singer, it supposedly when it was made, it cost a fortune to make it. So it's just that well made. It's designed for literally a lifetime. And now we can make unique projects on it and save a lot of time, eh, Heather?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, very exciting. And there's quite a few stitches actually that it will do. You can kind of see up here. And there's actually some YouTube tutorials on how to use it.
Oh, I love them.
I think one is called Stagecoach. Can't remember the whole name, but he was very good at explaining everything.
So cool.
Yeah.
These are,
Orange tab.
yeah, these are orange tab Levi's, highly sought after. So it's so cool to be able to take them, and they had some stains on them too, and to be able to convert them. So we'll show you this when you finish it.
Yeah. I wanted to do a zigzag stitch. So up here it says BQ5. So then you go like this. So you have to take this and you put it to the B. I have already done it, but I'll just show you. And this one comes out and you turn it and it goes to the Q. And then this will go to the 5.
Cool.
And then
That's pretty simple.
I'll show you. It's, yeah, it is. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually really, really quite simple.
Wow, look at the stitch. That's
Isn't that
so
something?
cool.
And I'm really looking forward to practicing with the other stitches as well. But they have attachments as well that you can do. It's like, here's my toy. I'm not sure if I can even open this. Oh yeah, I can. But like these attachments will go in, and I think they go in on the top here.
Right.
Somehow. I'll have to watch a tutorial.
Yeah.
But they'll make ruffles, and there's different things you can do.
Wow. This is really something.
And there's different, yeah, it's really amazing.
Talk about vintage.
It is. And it's kind of exciting to learn because it's quite straightforward, really.
Yeah.
I had it in my mind that this is going to be too complicated for me to do.
It's actually simpler.
But actually, it's quite a bit simpler.
Yeah. Not cool.
Beautiful day.
It makes you so happy when it's sunny.
Oh, I know.
Yeah?
It's great to be out and about.